In this episode of the Sauna Pod, we are diving into the central role water plays in maintaining optimal health, energy, and cognitive function. Discover how staying properly hydrated impacts everything from your brain power to your physical performance. We'll explore the science behind hydration, why water is crucial for memory, focus, and overall well-being, and practical tips for ensuring you're drinking enough to support your body and mind. First thing I want to do is say grace. I'm grateful. Grateful for the opportunity to speak, grateful for the freedom to make my own decisions, and grateful to be alive. For whatever that means, I truly don't know, but I am thankful for it every single day. The Sauna Pod, Episode 5, The Power of Water for Health, Energy, and Cognitive Function. Introduction to the Power of Water. Water is the silent powerhouse of the human body. You might not think about it often, but without water, life as we know it would cease to exist. Water is not just a drink, it's the fundamental medium through which every biological process takes place. It is the lubricant of life, the unseen force behind every heartbeat, every breath, every thought. Imagine your body as a complex machine. Water is the oil that keeps the gears turning smoothly, ensuring everything functions optimally. Without it, the machine grinds to a halt. Hydration affects every single cell in your body, influencing your physical health, mental clarity, and energy levels. In this episode, we'll dive deep into the science behind hydration, uncovering how water impacts not just your body's function, but your mind's power and physical potential, from fueling your brain's performance to ensuring your muscles are ready for action. Water is the foundation of health and vitality. Let's explore how to harness its power to improve your overall well-being. It all started in September of 2021, right at the beginning of my senior year of high school. That was when I started hitting the gym more seriously with my buddy Axel. We'd been talking about fitness and nutrition for a while, but one day, Axel stressed the importance of drinking water. He explained that muscle is mostly made out of water, and if I want to maximize my workouts, staying hydrated was a must. He recommended that I drink at least 3 liters of water before even getting to the gym. At first, I thought 3 liters of water sounded like a lot. But Axel seemed so confident about it. He was adamant, and he had this in-depth knowledge around hydration that I didn't fully understand at the time. We never had a full in-depth conversation about all the different benefits of why it was so important to drink so much water, but I trusted him. So, from that day forward, I made it a point to drink 3 liters every day before hitting the gym. And by the day had come to an end, I had drank 5 to 6 liters. At first, it felt like a bit of a struggle. I was constantly running to the bathroom, and it seemed like I was always trying to catch up. But after a few days, it started to feel more natural. Looking back, I realized Axel had a solid understanding of how hydration impacted physical performance, but I didn't fully grasp the long-term benefits until much later. Still, that small shift in my routine set off a chain of positive changes that would shape both my body and my mindset moving forward. What was funny, though, was that Axel and I kept running into each other at the school water fountains between breaks. It was like we had this unspoken pact. Every time we passed each other in the hallway, we'd both be on a mission for a quick drink. At the time, I didn't fully grasp how much of an impact this simple habit would have on my future. I was just following Axel's advice, thinking it would help with my workouts and overall fitness. But what I didn't realize was that by committing to hydration, I was investing in something much bigger. Something that would benefit me both physically and mentally in ways I hadn't imagined. Over time, drinking enough water became more than just a routine. It became a catalyst for long-term growth. It fueled not only my body's ability to perform, recover, and thrive, but also sharpened my mind, helping me think clearer, stay focused, and manage stress more effectively. Little by little, that consistent effort to hydrate set the stage for improved health, resilience, and clarity, building a foundation that would support me in all areas of my life for years to come. By the end of senior year, it wasn't a question of whether or not I was drinking enough water. It had become part of my routine, just like any other habit that I'd stick with. And every time Axel and I ran into each other at the water fountain, I couldn't help but think back to how something as simple as drinking water had become such an important part of my daily rhythm. All it took was Axel's advice and a little commitment to turn hydration into a game changer for my energy, focus, and health. The science behind hydration. At a cellular level, water is essential for every biochemical reaction in your body. Cells, the building blocks of life, are surrounded by a watery medium that allows them to exchange nutrients, expel waste, and regulate internal environments. Think of this process as a global transport system within each cell. Nutrients, like oxygen and glucose, travel in, while waste products, like carbon dioxide, travel out. Without enough water, the system breaks down, and your cells can't function as effectively. Water also helps maintain the electrolyte balance in your body. Electrolytes, minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, are dissolved in your blood and help regulate nerve function, muscle contractions, and hydration levels. When you are properly hydrated, electrolytes stay balanced, and your muscles and brain can perform optimally. But when you're dehydrated, the lack of water throws off this balance, which can result in fatigue, muscle cramps, and even confusion or dizziness. The physiological impact of dehydration is profound. Even mild dehydration, as little as 2% of body weight, can lead to significant drops in physical and mental performance. In essence, dehydration acts like a brake on your body's performance, slowing down its ability to perform at its best. Water and brain function. The brain, which is about 75% water, is highly sensitive to hydration levels. This organ requires an enormous amount of energy to function. Roughly 20% of your daily caloric intake is devoted to powering the brain, even though it only represents 2% of your body weight. Water is essential for the delivery of energy to brain cells. When you are properly hydrated, your brain is better able to process information, focus, and think clearly. In the brain, water is primarily stored within the cells themselves, particularly in the form of intracellular fluid, which makes up a significant portion of the brain's total water content. Additionally, water is present in the cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, a clear fluid that circulates around the brain and the spinal cord, providing cushioning, removing waste, and maintaining a stable environment. The brain's blood vessels also contain water, contributing to the brain's overall hydration status. While the brain doesn't have large reservoirs of water like other organs, the water within the cells and CSF plays a critical role in maintaining its structure, function, and overall health. Research has shown that even mild dehydration can impair cognitive performance. A study by the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that individuals who were mildly dehydrated showed a significant reduction in concentration, alertness, and short-term memory. The brain's prefrontal cortex, responsible for complex cognitive tasks such as decision-making and working memory, is particularly affected. When you are dehydrated, it's as if the brain's processing speed slows down, like trying to run a high-speed computer on a low battery. Water also plays a crucial role in neurotransmitter function, the chemicals that help brain cells communicate with each other. Neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin are also involved in regulating mood, focus, and motivation. Dehydration disrupts the production and function of these neurotransmitters, leading to issues with mood regulation, irritability, and mental fog. Simply put, water is the foundation for a sharp, clear, and focused mind. how water supports energy delivery to the brain. The delivery of energy to the brain via water is an indirect yet crucial process that involves the interaction of water with the brain's energy systems. Here's a breakdown of how this works. 1. Hydration and cell function. The brain, like all cells in the body, is made up mostly of water, with approximately 75 to 80% of its volume consisting of water. This water is essential for maintaining cellular functions, including the transport of nutrients and removal of waste products. The brain cell, particularly neurons, require a constant supply of energy to function properly, and water plays a critical role in facilitating this. 2. Water and blood flow. Water is a key component of blood, which carries oxygen, glucose, and other nutrients to the brain. When you drink fluids, water is absorbed into the bloodstream and circulates throughout the body, including the brain. The blood-brain barrier, a selective membrane, regulates the entry of nutrients, but it allows essential molecules like glucose and oxygen to pass through. These nutrients are the primary sources of energy for brain cells. 3. Energy production in the brain. Neurons in the brain rely on glucose as their main source of energy. When glucose reaches brain cells via the bloodstream, it is metabolized in the mitochondria of cells to produce ATP, adenosine triphosphate, the cell's energy currency. This process, known as cellular respiration, occurs in the presence of oxygen, which is also delivered in the brain through blood flow. Water plays a key role in these processes by providing a medium for chemical reactions and helping to maintain the optimal pH and temperature necessary for metabolic functions. 4. Cerebrospinal fluid, CSF, and ionic balance. Water also forms a significant portion of cerebrospinal fluid, which surrounds and cushions the brain and spinal cord. CSF helps to maintain the ionic balance and the pH of the brain's extracellular environment. This balance is crucial for the proper functioning of neurons and the transmission of electrical signals. When neurons are active, they generate electrical impulses that require the movement of ions, such as sodium, potassium, and calcium, across their membranes. Water supports the fluidity and transport of these ions, ensuring that signals are transmitted efficiently across neural networks. 5. Removal of waste products. As the brain uses energy, it produces metabolic waste, such as carbon dioxide and lactic acid. Water in the blood and CSF helps to flush these waste products from the brain, ensuring that they don't build up to toxic levels. Efficient removal of waste products also helps maintain the brain's optimal function and prevent any interruption in energy production. In summary, water indirectly supports energy delivery to the brain by maintaining proper hydration and circulation, ensuring nutrient and oxygen transport, and facilitating metabolic processes that produce ATP. It also helps maintain the optimal conditions for neurons to fire and communicate with one another, thereby supporting all of the brain's energy needs. Without sufficient water, brain function would deteriorate, impairing everything from basic cognition to complex thought and decision-making. The brain's variable water needs. Water is essential for the entire brain, as every part of it relies on hydration to function properly. While no single region of the brain needs more water than others on a permanent basis, certain areas may temporarily require more resources depending on their activity level. For example, when you are engaging in intense thinking, like problem solving or decision making, the prefrontal cortex becomes highly active, which increases the demand for oxygen and nutrients that are carried by the blood, which is mostly water. Similarly, regions involved in movement or sensory processing may also use more water during periods of heightened activity. However, water constantly circulates through the brain, supporting its functions and keeping all regions hydrated, balanced, and functioning properly, no matter what tasks the brain is performing. Metabolic activity in the brain. Metabolic activity in the brain refers to the processes by which brain cells, neurons, and glial cells generate energy to carry out their functions. The brain's primary source of energy is glucose, which is delivered to neurons through the bloodstream. Once inside the cells, glucose is metabolized in the mitochondria to produce ATP, the cell's energy currency. This process requires a steady supply of oxygen and other nutrients, which are dissolved in water and transported through the blood. Additionally, metabolic activity generates waste products, such as carbon dioxide and lactic acid, which are also dissolved in water and removed via blood circulation. Water helps maintain the ideal environment for these metabolic processes, supporting everything from nutrient transport to waste removal and ensuring that neurons can fire electrical impulses and communicate effectively with one another. The process of nutrient metabolization in the mitochondria. Different cells in the body metabolize nutrients at different rates, depending on their energy demands and activity levels. In the brain, neurons have a particularly high metabolic rate, requiring a constant supply of glucose and oxygen to produce energy. The mitochondria, which are the powerhouse of the cell, play a central role in this process. When nutrients like glucose are delivered to the cells, the mitochondria breaks them down through a series of chemical reactions known as cellular respiration. This process occurs in multiple stages. First, glucose is broken down into smaller molecules like pyruvate in the cytoplasm, a process called glycolysis. Then, the pyruvate enters the mitochondria, where it undergoes further breakdown in the presence of oxygen through the Krebs cycle, also known as the citric acid cycle. During this cycle, energy-rich molecules such as NADH and FADH2 are produced. These molecules then enter the electron transport chain, a series of reactions that occur on the inner mitochondrial membrane where they generate ATP. Oxygen is essential at this stage, as it helps to drive the electron transport chain and allows for the efficient production of ATP. Throughout this entire process, water plays a crucial role by acting as a solvent for the chemical reactions and by helping to remove waste products like carbon dioxide. The efficiency of nutrient metabolization in the mitochondria is vital for maintaining cellular function and overall brain activity. When the mitochondria are working at optimal rates, the brain can perform at its best. Variation in metabolization rates. People have different metabolization rates, meaning they process and convert food into energy at different speeds. This variation can be influenced by factors such as genetics, age, body composition, hormone levels, and activity levels. For instance, individuals with a higher proportion of muscle mass typically have a faster metabolism because muscle tissue requires more energy to maintain that fat tissue. Hormones, such as thyroid hormones, also play a significant role. Those with higher thyroid hormone levels tend to have faster metabolic rates, while conditions like hypothyroidism can slow metabolism. Additionally, physical activity significantly impacts metabolism. Regular exercise, especially strength training and aerobic exercise, can boost metabolic rate both during and after workouts. People with faster metabolisms tend to burn more calories at rest and may have higher energy demands, while those with slower metabolisms might find it harder to lose weight or might feel fatigued more easily. The efficiency of metabolism can also affect how quickly nutrients like glucose are processed in the body, influencing overall energy levels and cognitive function, including how well the brain metabolizes nutrients for activity and focus. Understanding these individual differences is important, and it can help tailor lifestyle choices, such as diet and exercise routines, to meet each person's unique metabolic needs. Hydration and physical performance. The science behind the power of water. Water is not just essential for life, it is fundamental to every aspect of human performance, particularly during physical exertion. The body is made up of roughly 60% water, and this fluid is vital for numerous physiological functions, including regulating body temperature, transporting nutrients, and lubricating joints. But the importance of water becomes even more critical when you are pushing your body to its limits in the gym or during athletic activities. Water and muscle tissue. In the context of muscle function, water is an essential building block. Muscle tissue is composed of approximately 75% water. This high water content is what allows muscles to contract effectively, absorb nutrients, and flush out waste products that accumulate during exercise. When you hydrate properly, you ensure that your muscles are functioning at their full potential, providing you with better strength, endurance, and recovery. Muscles are like a sponge, absorbing both water and nutrients to fuel performance. When dehydrated, that sponge effect is reduced, meaning the muscle cannot absorb and utilize nutrients, like glucose and amino acids, as efficiently. This results in decreased muscle function, slower recovery, and a heightened risk of injury. Therefore, staying properly hydrated ensures that muscle fibers remain well lubricated and well nourished, allowing them to perform their best during physical exertion. The role of water in creatine and strength gains. One of the most common supplements used for enhancing strength and performance is creatine, and its relationship with water is crucial. Creatine, a naturally occurring compound found in muscle cells, helps produce ATP, the primary energy currency used by your body during high-intensity exercise. When you supplement with creatine, it increases the water retention within the muscle cells, allowing them to store more creatine and improve energy production. But creatine needs water to function effectively. When you supplement with creatine, it draws water into your muscles to create a volumizing effect, increasing the overall size and density of the muscle fibers. This process enhances strength and performance by allowing your muscles to work more efficiently and for longer periods before fatigue sets in. However, if you are not drinking enough water, the muscle can become dehydrated, which can lead to cramping, poor performance, and even a higher risk of injury. This is why hydration is often emphasized alongside creatine supplementation. Proper hydration maximizes the effects of creatine by ensuring that your muscle cells remain fully hydrated and capable of retaining the creatine they need. Without sufficient water intake, the benefits of creatine supplementation can be diminished, and you might experience the opposite effect: muscle fatigue, cramping, and diminished strength. Water as a thermal regulator during exercise. Beyond muscle function, water plays a crucial role in maintaining your body's internal temperature during exercise. As you exert yourself physically, your body produces heat, and one of the most important jobs of water is to help regulate this heat. Water acts as a coolant, dissipating the excess heat generated during intense workouts via sweating. This cooling mechanism prevents your internal temperature from rising to dangerous levels. If your body becomes dehydrated, it loses its ability to regulate temperature properly. This can lead to overheating, reduced performance, and an increased risk of heat-related illnesses, such as heat exhaustion or heat stroke. This is especially true during endurance exercises like running or cycling, where prolonged exertion can cause significant fluid loss. Maintaining hydration helps the body maintain its core temperature, ensuring that your muscles can continue to perform at their highest level without overworking your cardiovascular system. The role of water in strength development. Hydration plays a more direct role in strength development than many people realize. Muscles need water not just to function during exercise, but also to recover afterward. After intense physical exertion, muscles experience microscopic tears that need to repair in order to grow stronger. Water is essential during this process, as it helps transport nutrients such as amino acids to muscle fibers. These nutrients are necessary for muscle recovery and protein synthesis, the process that repairs and builds muscle tissue. Inadequate hydration can slow down the recovery process and hinder muscle growth. Without enough water, your body may struggle to deliver essential nutrients to the muscles, and the removal of metabolic waste products, such as lactic acid, is delayed. This leads to longer recovery times and more intense soreness after workouts. Research published in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition has shown that dehydration directly impairs muscle protein synthesis and recovery. This means that consistent hydration is not just important for short-term performance, but for long-term strength gains. Additionally, water helps in the breakdown of glycogen. the stored form of glucose that muscles use for energy during intense physical activity. Hydrated muscles are more efficient at breaking down glycogen, allowing for sustained energy output and preventing fatigue. This is crucial during strength training, where you need a constant supply of energy to push through heavy lifts and maintain intensity. The impact of dehydration on strength and coordination. Dehydration, even at mild levels, can severely impair strength and coordination. Studies have shown that even a 2% reduction in body weight due to fluid loss can lead to significant declines in muscle function. For example, a study published in the Journal of Applied Physiology found that dehydration significantly reduced grip strength, endurance, and the ability to perform high-intensity efforts. In strength training, where every bit of power counts, a drop in hydration can be the difference between completing a rep and failing to do so. Water also plays a role in maintaining electrolyte balance during exercise. Electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and calcium are essential for muscle contractions and nerve signaling. When you are dehydrated, these electrolytes become imbalanced, leading to muscle cramps, weakness, and a reduction in overall strength. This is why athletes often focus not only on water intake, but also on replenishing electrolytes, especially after long bouts of exercise or during hot weather. Hydration and the long-term benefits of muscle building. When you are constantly hydrated, you are setting yourself up for long-term success in building strength and muscle mass. Hydration facilitates the processes that lead to muscle growth, energy production, and recovery. On the flip side, chronic dehydration can lead to decreased performance, injury, and delayed recovery, which can undermine your efforts in the gym. Drinking enough water ensures that your body has the resources it needs to maximize the benefits of every workout. By supporting cellular hydration, optimizing nutrient delivery, and promoting faster recovery, water becomes a fundamental part of your fitness routine. As you train, hydrate, and rest, you'll see not only an improvement in your strength, but also in your overall health and well-being. Signs of dehydration. It's important to recognize the early signs of dehydration to avoid long-term effects on your health. The first indicator is often thirst, but other symptoms can include dry mouth, dark yellow urine, fatigue, dizziness, or headaches. In more severe cases, dehydration can lead to confusion, rapid heartbeat, and fainting. Dehydration doesn't just affect the body's ability to function physically, it also impacts mood, energy, and focus. Picture trying to run a marathon with an empty water bottle. Your body feels sluggish, your thoughts become scattered, and your emotions may run high. That's what dehydration can do to your day-to-day life. It can make you feel mentally foggy, emotionally unstable, and physically drained. Practical tips for staying hydrated. Staying hydrated isn't just about drinking water whenever you feel thirsty. The key is to be proactive about hydration. The average daily water intake recommendation is about 2.7 liters, 91 ounces for women, and 3.7 liters, 125 ounces for men. But these numbers can vary depending on factors like age, activity level, and climate. Spread your water intake throughout the day. Instead of consuming large amounts at once, carrying a water bottle with you is a great way to remind yourself to stay hydrated consistently. Start your morning by drinking a glass of water to rehydrate after a night's rest. Before and after exercise, aim to replenish lost fluids to maintain optimal performance. The timing of your water intake also matters. Drinking a glass of water before meals can aid in digestion, and sipping water regularly throughout the day helps maintain a steady flow of energy. Be mindful of your body's signals. If you are thirsty, drink, but if you are feeling sluggish or mentally foggy, you might need water more than you realize. Hydration myths and facts. There are many myths about hydration that need to be debunked. One common misconception is that we need to drink 8 cups of water per day. While this guideline can be a helpful starting point, hydration needs vary from person to person. Climate, activity level, and diet can all influence how much water you need. For example, a person living in a hot climate or exercising intensely may need more water to stay hydrated than someone who is more sedentary, in a cooler environment. Another myth is that coffee or caffeinated beverages dehydrate you. While caffeine is a diuretic, meaning it increases urine production, the water in coffee or tea still contributes to hydration. The diuretic effect is relatively mild, and the body compensates for it, so you don't have to worry about caffeinated drinks dehydrating you entirely. Historical figures who prioritized water intake and health. The idea that water is central to health and longevity have been recognized across cultures and centuries, long before modern science fully confirmed its importance. Many iconic figures from history demonstrated an intuitive grasp of water's essential role in maintaining physical, mental, and emotional well-being. From Hippocrates' early medical theories to Franklin's advocacy for balanced living and Frankel's reflections in extreme circumstances, these figures all acknowledge the connection between hydration and overall health. Whether through medical recommendations, lifestyle practices, or personal experiences, their lives underscore the importance of maintaining hydration for sustaining vitality, clarity, and longevity. Their insights continue to resonate today, highlighting water's vital role in achieving peak performance and well-being. The ancient Egyptians, early practices of hydration and purification. 3000 BCE to 30 before Common Era. The ancient Egyptians were pioneers in many aspects of health and wellness, and they had a profound respect for water's role in sustaining life. Water was not only essential for physical health, but also carried deep spiritual significance. The Egyptians used water in rituals of purification, viewing it as a cleansing and healing force. Egyptian physicians understood the importance of water for bodily functions, recommending it to treat ailments such as digestive issues. The Nile River, the heart of Egyptian civilization, was viewed as a life-giving force, and the Egyptians associated it with both physical health and spiritual well-being. While they didn't have modern scientific knowledge of hydration's full impact, their practices and beliefs suggest that water was central to their understanding of health, longevity, and balance. Hippocrates, the father of medicine, 460 to 370 BCE. Hippocrates, often referred to as the father of medicine, was one of the first to acknowledge the role of water in health, long before modern science fully understood its importance. In his writings, Hippocrates advocated for the use of clean water in the treatment of various ailments, recognizing it as a vital element in supporting bodily functions and promoting recovery. He recommended that patients suffering from fever or other conditions drink plenty of water to stay hydrated and aid in their healing process. Hippocrates understood that water was not just a life-sustaining element but also a healing force, helping to balance the body and mind. His insights into the therapeutic uses of water laid the foundation for later medical practices that continue to emphasize hydration's role in maintaining health. Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism and Self-Care, 121 CE to 180 Common Era. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, is known for his writings and meditations, where he emphasized the importance of self-discipline, balance, and maintaining physical and mental health. Though he did not explicitly write about water, his Stoic philosophy encouraged taking care of the body in a way that supports the mind's clarity and moral purpose. Stoic teachings often promoted moderation and balance in all aspects of life, and it's reasonable to infer that Aurelius, who valued health and discipline, would have understood the importance of hydration. By maintaining a balanced and healthy body, individuals could remain clear-headed and focused, which was essential for making sound decisions and living a virtuous life. Leonardo da Vinci, the Renaissance polymath, 1452 to 1519. Leonardo da Vinci, the polymath of the Renaissance era, was renowned for his contributions to art, science, anatomy, and engineering. While there are no specific records stating that da Vinci prioritized hydration, his fascination with the human body and its functions suggests that he would have understood the importance of water for optimal physical and mental performance. Da Vinci's detailed studies of anatomy and the mechanics of the body included a focus on how different systems, such as the circulatory system, relied on water for proper function. In his artwork and scientific work, Da Vinci consistently emphasized the balance of the body, which aligns with modern concepts of hydration supporting overall health and cognitive clarity. His awareness of water's significance in natural systems, including hydraulics and water flow, reflects his respect for this essential element. Benjamin Franklin, the advocate of balanced living, 1706 to 1790. Benjamin Franklin, an influential American founding father, inventor, and writer, was well known for his interest in health and longevity. Franklin believed in the importance of maintaining a balanced lifestyle, which included adequate hydration. While he may not have explicitly focused on the science of water intake, Franklin's writings and personal habits demonstrate a clear awareness of the benefits of staying hydrated. He also advocated for fresh air, exercise, and moderation in all things, reflecting a holistic approach to well-being. Franklin's personal commitment to health extended to his habits, and he was known to drink water with his meals regularly. His attention to maintaining a healthy body and mind contributed to his longevity and high energy levels, which enabled him to continue his intellectual and political endeavors well into his later years. Viktor Frankl, Hydration in Extremes, 1905 to 1997. Viktor Frankl, an Austrian neurologist, psychiatrist, and Holocaust survivor, is best known for his development of logotherapy, a form of existential analysis. While Frankl's primary focus was on finding meaning and purpose in life, his experiences in the concentration camps also led him to recognize the importance of maintaining basic physical health. In his book, Man's Search for Meaning, Frankl writes about how small actions, such as ensuring access to water, could make a profound difference in survival and mental clarity during the most extreme circumstances. Frankl observed how access to clean water directly affected not only the physical health of prisoners, but also their mental resilience. His reflections emphasize the connection between hydration and psychological endurance, suggesting that water plays a crucial role in sustaining both the body and the mind under stress. Conclusion. The idea that water is central to health and longevity has been recognized across cultures and centuries, long before modern science fully confirmed its importance. These historical figures demonstrate that hydration is not just a physical necessity, but also a key factor in sustaining mental clarity, emotional resilience, and overall vitality. Whether through medical recommendations, lifestyle practices, or philosophical teachings, these individuals understood that maintaining a balance in life, supported by proper hydration, was essential for a long, healthy, and productive existence. Their insights into the value of water continue to resonate today, highlighting its importance in achieving peak performance, well-being, and longevity. Water plays a crucial role in both sleep quality and recovery from injuries and sickness. Here are two separate, in-depth categories that explain how water impacts each of these areas. 1. How water affects sleep quality. Water plays a significant role in regulating various bodily functions that directly influence sleep quality. Here's how it impacts restfulness and the sleep cycle. A. Hydration and sleep cycles. Body temperature regulation. Proper hydration helps maintain optimal body temperature. Dehydration can cause fluctuations in body temperature, which can interfere with the ability to fall asleep or stay asleep. The body needs water to cool itself down or warm up depending on the environment, which can affect how easily you enter deeper stages of sleep. Hormone regulation. Adequate hydration supports the balance of key sleep-related hormones like melatonin and cortisol. These hormones control the circadian rhythm, influencing the timing of sleep onset and the quality of sleep. Dehydration can disrupt the production and balance of these hormones, leading to difficulties falling asleep or experiencing restful sleep. B. Electrolyte balance and nervous system function. Brain function. Dehydration can lead to an imbalance in electrolytes, affecting nerve function and brain activity. Since your nervous system plays a crucial role in relaxing your body for sleep, any imbalance can lead to heightened stress, irritability, or an inability to relax, making it harder to fall asleep. Muscle relaxation. Proper hydration helps muscles function smoothly. When dehydrated, muscles can cramp or become tense, which can result in a discomfort or restlessness during sleep, preventing the body from fully relaxing. C. Sleep apnea and snoring. Mucosal hydration. Dehydration can cause the mucous membranes in the throat and nasal passages to dry out, increasing the likelihood of snoring or exacerbating sleep apnea symptoms. Hydration helps keep these tissues moist and flexible, reducing airway resistance and promoting smoother breathing during sleep. Throat inflammation. Lack of water can lead to inflammation of the throat and upper respiratory passages, making breathing more labored and increasing the risk of disturbed sleep or waking up during the night due to difficulty breathing. D. Cognitive function and sleep quality. Mental clarity and sleep onset. Dehydration impairs cognitive function, causing brain fog and difficulty concentrating. This can make it harder to unwind and transition from wakefulness to sleep, especially when trying to wind down at night. When well hydrated, your brain can focus on relaxation instead of dealing with cognitive impairments, leading to faster and more restful sleep. Sleep architecture. Research has suggested that dehydration can affect the depth and quality of sleep, particularly in terms of slow wave sleep, deep sleep, and REM sleep. These stages are critical for restorative sleep, and disruption in hydration can lead to shorter, fragmented periods of deep sleep. E. Water timing. Drinking water before bed. While staying hydrated throughout the day is essential, drinking too much water right before bed can disrupt sleep due to frequent nighttime bathroom visits. The key is to balance hydration during the day and reduce fluid intake an hour or so before sleep. Morning hydration. Drinking water right after waking up can help to rehydrate the body, jumpstart metabolism, and kickstart the body's energy systems, potentially making it easier to get up and be alert in the morning, which contributes to a better night's rest the following day. 2. How water affects healing from injuries and sickness. Water is not only vital for basic bodily functions, but also plays a direct role in the body's ability to heal, whether from physical injury or illness. Here's a breakdown of its role in recovery. A. Cellular repair and regeneration. Nutrient transport and absorption. Water facilitates the transportation of nutrients to cells and tissues. Proper hydration ensures that the body can efficiently distribute oxygen, vitamins, and minerals necessary for cellular repair and immune function. Water helps to flush out toxins and waste products that may accumulate in cells as part of the injury or sickness process. Collagen production. Collagen is essential for tissue repair and wound healing. Adequate hydration supports the synthesis of collagen, which is crucial for healing cuts, fractures, and soft tissue injuries like sprains and strains. Collagen also plays a role in the regeneration of ligaments, tendons, and cartilage. B. Circulatory and lymphatic function. Blood flow. When properly hydrated, blood volume is maintained, which is essential for the circulation of oxygen-rich blood to tissues that need healing. Dehydration can lead to thicker blood, reducing circulation efficiency and slowing the delivery of necessary nutrients to injured areas. Proper blood flow accelerates healing by reducing inflammation and promoting cell regeneration. Lymphatic system support. The lymphatic system helps remove waste products from the body and supports immune function. Hydration aids in lymph fluid movement, which is crucial for detoxification, particularly after an illness or injury. Lymph fluid carries white blood cells to areas of infection and injury, and adequate hydration keeps this system functioning efficiently. C. Inflammation and swelling. Reducing inflammation. Water can help manage and reduce inflammation, which is a common response to injury and infection. Staying hydrated helps to dilute inflammatory cytokines and flush them from the system, potentially decreasing swelling and pain. Dehydration can exacerbate inflammation, prolonging recovery, and increasing discomfort. Eases muscle recovery. After intense physical activity or injury, dehydration can lead to muscle stiffness, cramps, and delayed recovery. Adequate hydration helps muscles recover faster, reducing soreness and improving flexibility. This is particularly important after injuries or intense training, as muscles and connective tissues need adequate fluid to heal. D. Immune system support. Fighting infection. Hydration supports immune function by maintaining the optimal balance of fluids in the body. White blood cells, which fight off infections, rely on adequate fluid intake to function properly. Water helps to maintain the mucous membranes in the respiratory system, digestive tract, and skin, creating a barrier against pathogens. Detoxification. Water is essential for detoxifying the body by aiding the kidneys and liver and filtering out waste products. When recovering from an illness or infection, your body needs to expel toxins, and dehydration slows this process, making it harder for the body to rid itself of harmful bacteria, viruses, or metabolic waste. E. Pain management and hydration. Reducing cramping and muscle spasms. Dehydration can cause muscle cramping and spasms, which can worsen pain associated with injury or illness. Staying hydrated helps maintain proper electrolyte balance, reducing the risk of muscle cramps and improving comfort during the healing process. Joint and tissue lubrication. Water is essential for maintaining the lubrication of joints and soft tissues. Proper hydration ensures that cartilage and synovial fluid, the fluid in joints, remain at optimal levels, reducing stiffness and discomfort, especially after an injury or surgery. F. Hydration in fever and illness. Managing fever. When you are sick and have a fever, your body loses fluid through sweating, which can lead to dehydration. Fever can also raise your body's demand for water as it tries to regulate temperature. Drinking water helps to lower fever by improving blood circulation and aiding the body's cooling mechanisms. Mucus and congestion. When fighting an illness like a cold or flu, hydration helps the mucus and phlegm, making it easier for the body to expel them. It also helps maintain the moisture in nasal passages and the respiratory tract, reducing discomfort from dry or irritated sinuses. Conclusion. Water is indispensable for both sleep and recovery from injury or illness. In sleep, it influences the body's temperature regulation, hormonal balance, and nervous system function, contributing to improved sleep quality. In terms of healing, water plays an integral role in cellular repair, inflammation control, immune function, and pain management. Staying properly hydrated is vital for both restful sleep and a faster, more efficient recovery from sickness and physical trauma. The bottom line: hydrate for health, energy, and cognitive function. Water is the unsung hero of health, energy, and cognitive performance. Its impact on the body and mind is profound, and by staying properly hydrated, you can unlock new levels of productivity, focus, and well-being. Hydration is not just about quenching your thirst, it's about supporting every system in your body and maximizing your potential. By understanding the science behind hydration and implementing practical strategies for consistent water intake, you are investing in your long-term health, vitality, and mental clarity. Make water your ally for a healthier, more energized, and focused life. So next time you reach for that glass of water, remember, you are not just hydrating, you are empowering your body and brain to perform at their best. If you enjoyed this episode, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Also, be sure to follow me on social media to stay up to date with my journey.